comfortable seat. Does everybody have like a long scarf or a strap that you can possibly use if we decide that we need it for our practice tonight? But you could use a yoga strap, a scarf. Next time I'll put this in your invitation, you guys.
I have to go get my yoga strap.
Okay.
Do you have something?
Yeah.
A winter scarf works really well. A long winter scarf. Hi, John. So there's a mudra that I'd like us to use tonight with our meditation, and it's simple. Your middle finger folds down, and your thumb folds over your middle finger on both hands. And you know, I did a lot of writing about this mudra this morning, and I wasn't going to teach it tonight, but I think it's kind of appropriate. It's really good for your thyroid, and your thyroid affects almost every system in your body. Your heart rate, your metabolism, your digestion, your blood sugar, your cholesterol, pretty much everything. It affects your liver and your gallbladder. So good for your thyroid. And a couple of little adjustments with this mudra. One is you can just press your fingers back, kind of giving your hand a stretch. It helps to stretch the base of the gallbladder meridian. You can do it with both sides. The other way you can do it is you can just place your hands down on the floor behind you. I'm going to move back. And just kind of stretch. So you're pressing your thumbs into the floor and your fingers get a little stretch at the same time. Okay, and then one other variation here. So there's this little, right at the crease in your wrist. If you look, everybody has like a deep crease at the base of your wrist, and then usually one or two below that. So on the thumb side of that deep crease, there's a little acupoint, and it's a really nice lung point. So Shunya Mudra with the lung point on the right. Does everybody have that point? And then we'll do the other side. There's a little dip there. Your finger just kind of goes right into it. So we're going to close our eyes in a minute to meditate with this mudra. This mudra represents emptiness. So go ahead and sweep your hands down and place them on your thighs and close your eyes. And take some deep breaths. And really let your energy settle. Make sure that you're comfortable. And coax yourself into the present moment by listening to the sounds around you. By noticing the air on your skin. By feeling how the light filters through your eyelids. Maybe there's a color. And then finally, by noticing your breath, and notice the difference in the temperature on the in-breath and the out-breath. Notice the pauses in the breath cycle. And make sure your body is comfortable and not rigid. Might want to take yourself a little bit forward and a little bit back on your sitting bones. And imagine yourself sitting and looking out over a field of wheat. And so it's full on summer. The sun is shining and the wind is blowing through this wheat field. And as you're looking at the wheat, you notice the feeling of the sun on your own face. And feeling the warmth. And as you're looking at the field of wheat with the sun on your face, you get so relaxed that you close your eyes. And in your mind's eye, with your eyes closed, you're still watching the wheat. And you're still moving your body to and fro a little bit. And suddenly you feel yourself emptied out and moving in unison with the wheat as you become just one strand of wheat in the wheat field. And feeling the breeze move around you and all the other wheat moving and making sound. That wishing sound that moves through the wheat. And bring your awareness back to your breath. And belly rising on the inhale, falling on the exhale. And then releasing your hands, moving your fingers, stretching out your fingers, wiggling your toes. And bring your hands to prayer before you open your eyes. Bow in. And as you're ready, opening your eyes. So let's slowly come to hands and knees. So you guys, I can't really see any of the yoga that you're doing, so I'm just going to trust that everybody is adjusting where they need to adjust, moving slowly and having fun, okay? So coming to your hands and knees, hands spread out, shoulder width apart, and exhaling and bowing in for a cat tilt. And inhaling and moving through cow. And just several times exhaling on the cat tilt. Inhaling as you arch your spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Come to neutral. And just lift up into downward facing dog, but first with bent knees. So, I don't know if you guys can see me, but with bent knees, ears in line with your biceps. Knees bent, heels off the floor, arms hugging towards each other isometrically. I'm just going to maintain this for a second. And then slowly pressing out through one heel and the other heel. And I'm just going to move forward. You can see my feet. If you want to, you can roll over the top of your foot as you pedal your feet. Or not, just pedaling. Come to neutral. We're going to walk our hands back towards our feet and our feet wide. So feet wide, hands forward. So you're in a wide-legged forward bend, but you're not folding all the way in. If you need your blocks for a little bit of support or whatever you have there for support, but your spine is long, like a long downward facing dog spine. Go. And then exhale and fold in. Three breaths here in this position. And then we're going to fold over to the left side. Come back to center. Fold over to the left side, right side. And come back to center. Heel toe your feet together. Bend into your knees. So we're coming into Utkatasana. And sorry, you guys, I need to do something with my camera. If anybody has worked with Zoom before, I would love a hand with it. So knees bent, arms extended, and then hands into your heart. Taking your left elbow over your right knee. Hook it and extend, and then twist open. You can stay here, or you can open your arms up. So your knees are equal distance apart. One more breath here. Come forward and reach. And fold in. Again, using your blocks if you need to. I'm going to take off my sweater. Okay, and then slowly coming up. Hands to your heart. Taking your right elbow over your left knee. Extend and twist. And breathing. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Is that any better? No, that's probably worse. And then slowly coming back to neutral. And we're going to come to stand. Okay. So sorry. All right. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, this time we're going to inhale and reach up. And you're going to bring your left leg up. Exhale. Bring your hands around the back of your left leg. And just see if you can get yourself steady on your right foot. If you have a chair or a wall or something, if you need something for balance, go ahead and use that. Okay, and then release. Inhale. Shift the weight to your left foot. Exhale, bring your right leg up. Take your hands back behind your right leg. No worries if you're wobbling. It's okay. It's hard and balance early in the practice. And release that leg down. Okay. We're going to do walking in tall grass. Lifting and lowering, opposite hand, opposite foot. So left hand, right leg. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. See if as you're doing this, you can soften your feet. Exhale, and one more. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Release your hands down to your sides with the palms facing outwards. And notice how that rotates your shoulders back and apart. And then just from the elbow down, rotate the forearm down. Feet wide, a little wider than usual, a little wider than hip width here. Just standing steady and stable. Make yourself steady and stable. And close your eyes. And just notice all the space around you. And all the space inside of you. Bring your weight back on your heels and forward on the balls of your foot. Just rocking forward and back, feeling the whole surface area of the bottom of your foot. And then softening the bottom of your feet a little bit and bending into your knees just a tiny bit, just a little bit. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more balancing here. So I'm going to turn to the side. Feet hip width parallel, taking your left foot up, clasping behind the left thigh and extending the leg out in front of you. Okay, so you're fine if you're here, if you get here and that's as far as you want to go. Okay, so we're going to slowly go from side to side, inhaling as the leg comes up and extends, and exhaling as you release it down, so slowly if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. And you can just lift it up a little bit and extend it here. It doesn't have to come up so high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to heart. Shift your weight onto your right foot. And we're going to bring the left leg up. You're going to either bring it onto the floor next to your foot and lean your heel into your ankle. Put your foot onto your calf or your ankle. Or bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. And make a seal with your feet. And then make a seal with your hands in prayer. And see if you can, if you'd like to, you can reach up overhead. You can see my shadow reaching. If you'd like to, you can bring your left hand into Jnana Mudra, index finger to thumb. Right hand into Fear Not. Fear Not is just a hand, like a hand saying stop. And then release that leg, bring your hands together. Shift your weight onto your left foot and take whatever version of tree on this side that you did on the other side. Just don't put your foot on the inside of your knee. Make a nice seal. Lift your perineum. So the muscles between your anus and your genitals, that helps you balance. Shin Mudra if you like. Abhaya Mudra if you're not. And release and come back to center. We're going to go back into Utkatasana. So feet hip width parallel, bend your knees, sit back, long spine, reach. Breathe. If you get tired here, you can bring your hands down onto your thighs. 2 more breaths. Hug your legs isometrically towards each other. Really extend out through your arms. Sit down, sit back. Good, and now bring your hands to your thighs or your forearms to your thighs, and we're just gonna do cat-cow, so exhaling, cat, inhaling cow, exhaling cat, inhaling cow, exhale, inhale, take some really deep breaths and press all the air out. So there's a lot of health traditions that believe that we hold fear in our lungs and in our kidneys. So the more that you can sort of press the old air out and take fresh air in, the less fear you're holding on to. Now we're all going to come down and bring our forearms to our thighs. All right. And you're going to press out into your thighs with your forearms, and you're going to squeeze, all the while taking your shoulders back. And then exhale and fold. And you don't have to fold all the way. Just get a nice hamstring and calf stretch here. Release your neck and gently shake your head a little yes and no. And slowly come back. And so we're going to come back down to hands and knees. And if you guys have blocks, have your blocks handy. From hands and knees, I'm just going to have you step your right foot forward and extend your back leg long into a high lunge. How's everybody doing? It's weird not to be able to hear you guys. I'm going to have everybody step forward. Again, a little distance between your feet parallel, and step your right leg back long. All right, we're going to change sides again. Stepping back. And this time, you're going to walk your hands up your leg and really just get your torso over your pelvis, so you're not forward and you're not back. If it feels right, can reach up. A warrior in lunge. And sweep your hands down, and we're going to change sides again. So optional to stay in the lunge, or to use your hands for balance here. So the tendency here is for us to like stick our front ribs out. So if you can draw the front ribs back and then reach up, that'll put you into really nice alignment. Good. And sweep your hands down. We're going to take the back knee down. So you're in a low lunge. And bring your hands to the inside. So you guys would be on your right foot. Whatever leg you're on, bring your hands to the inside. Okay, yeah. That's better. All I needed to do was move my computer back. Okay. And then if you would like to fold in, watch this front foot. Make sure that if it's pointed out a little bit, that the knee is pointing out. If it's pointing straight forward, that the knee is moving over the foot. You can bring your forearms to your blocks, or you can bring your forearms to the floor. Two more breaths here. And slowly come up. And we're going to go to the other side. So stepping your left foot forward, bringing your hands to the inside. You may want to pick up the right knee and move it backwards in space so that you're on the top of the knee of the leg that's in back. And then slowly, slowly, slowly folding forward, either onto your blocks or down to the floor. Don't let yourself pause in your breath cycle. Keep your breath moving in and out. And see if you can get your breath really deep down into your belly, so that even when your belly moves, your pelvic floor may even move a little bit. Good. And come back to hands and knees. And in this position, we're going to do Vasista Asana. So you're going to take your left foot and move the toes out to the left and extend the right leg. So you have your left knee, your right foot, and your left hand all in one line. And then reach up and open up. Okay, so that's the first variation of Vasista. If you want to do a deeper variation, you can go into downward facing dog and just stack onto your feet, stack to the side, and reach up and open up and breathe. In this variation, you can step the front foot forward, or you can step it back. Just get yourself feeling steady and stable here. And then we're slowly going to come back to either plank or hands and knees. And if you like, you can, from plank, move your knees down and your chest down and your forehead down. Coming into Cobra. Bring your hands outside your shoulders. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back to hands and knees or to downward facing dog. This time taking your right toes out to the right and extending your left leg long and opening up into the same variation of Vasista Asana. Right hand, right knee, and left foot in one long line, and your left fingertips are reaching up or back behind you. Okay, and otherwise going into the other variation from down dog, stacking and opening up. Bring yourself back to plank or hands and knees, and lower down, knees, chest, forehead. And we're gonna do, can you guys see me? We're gonna do cobras. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay. So that's, you're laying down, flat on the floor, toes press back behind you, the crown of your head reaches forward, and your hands peel off the ground. So it's kind of like a flying movement. Your toes stay down on the floor. So inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We're going to do this 12 times, so I think we have 8 more times left. So 8, that's inhale, exhale as you lower down. 7, exhale. 6, exhale. 5, exhale. 4, roll your shoulders back a little bit here. 3, and 2, and 1. And exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. Taking several breaths here in child's pose. And feeling your belly, breathing into your thighs. So low belly expanding on the inhale. And slowly from child's pose, work your way up. So you're going to come onto your hairline, okay? That place where your hairline is or would be. And you're going to place that down on the floor. And you're going to reach back with your hands and grab the bottoms of your feet and then lift your bottom away from your heels. 5 breaths here, just really getting the shoulder blades apart, extending the low back. You're giving your gallbladder and your liver a little squeeze here, which doesn't hurt. And 2 more breaths. No tension in your neck here, no weight on your head. Your head is just resting gently. Good. And come up. Okay. So I'm gonna have you guys use your scarf, okay? I'm gonna show you this with my feet up. You're gonna put the scarf across the top of your feet, around the outside and through the center. Okay, so you have this nice firm tie on your feet. I'll do it again. So you take your scarf and you fold it in half and you take the center and you put it over the top of your feet. And you wrap it around the outside and then you bring the 2 sides through the center of your feet. Does everybody have that? Okay. So we're going to extend our feet up. So this would be boat pose, right? And if you would rather do regular boat pose, you can do that. But this is kind of fun. It's like a cheap rowing machine. So inhale and extend. Just slow breathing here. You're keeping your abdomen drawing towards your thighs so your back is straight. Your shoulders are rolling back. This is good. There's a couple rowers with us tonight, I think. So good for your rowing muscles. So we're going to do 10 more of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So we're going to come back down onto our backs. And I'm going to have you guys extend your legs straight up overhead. And you're just going to do a little rock here on your sacrum. Bringing your toes towards you and then letting them go away from you. And using the momentum of that movement just to rock your legs back and forth. Get your breath steady. Bring it deep inside one more time. And then slowly we're going to lower our legs out to the side. And if your strap isn't long enough, it's okay. Just bring your hands down onto your thighs to give your legs a little support. If your strap is long enough, it feels really good because you can resist against the strap. So you're getting a really nice, safe stretch here. And then come back up. I'm going to take your right leg out and just stretch it out on the floor. And extend the left leg up. And quite a bit of resistance here, so pressing up, pulling down. And then slowly lowering that leg out to the side. And seeing if you can keep the right thigh down on the floor. So create a little bit of resistance there. And then bringing the leg up. Bring it 3/4 of the way down. And you're keeping your right toes facing straight up in the air. So stay on the center of your right heel and cross your left leg over. It's kind of a low crossing. And you're going to feel it in your hip. It should feel like a really nice broad stretch across a big swath of like your gluteus maximus, your IT band, all the way around the side of your hip. Okay, and then we're going to take the leg up and lower it halfway down and bring it all the way back up. And this time, bringing it over and letting the right foot do what it wants to do. So it's probably going to come over. You'll end up on the pinky toe side of your right foot. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting go of tension with your breath. Taking that leg up. And we're just going to replace the right foot with the left foot. And you're going to take Just a moment to stretch upwards. And then taking the leg out to the side. I think I keep switching sides on you guys because I'm mirroring and then I stop mirroring you. So if I've done that, I apologize. And I can't hear anybody, so I'm pretty sure that you have your right leg extended out to the side. Whichever leg is extended down in front of you, bring that thigh down to the floor. And bringing the leg up and lowering it 2/3 of the way down, and then crossing over. You're staying on the center of the heel that's extended, toes pointing straight up. And then breathing into this glute and this thigh. And bringing the leg up. And now crossing it all the way over. Allowing both shoulder blades to move down to the floor. Big deep breaths. And slowly bringing the leg up and bringing it down. Going ahead and lying back into Savasana. Stretching your arms up overhead. Making a big exhale and stick your tongue out. Bring your gaze to your eyebrow center. And one more breath like that, reaching up. Reaching out through your toes. Exhale, stick your tongue out, look at your eyebrow center. And one more time, reach up overhead. Stick your tongue out, lion breath. Bring your palms to face up. Cover yourself up if you need to, or put socks on. Cover up, make yourself warm. And we'll just take several minutes in Shavasana to let everything go. Start by opening the palms of your hands and just giving them permission, just telling your hands they can let go of everything they've been holding. Soften your wrists and your elbows. And let your shoulders roll open. Notice your breath coming and going without any effort. Feel the weight of your head. And then really feel the weight of your head. And let any tension in the back of your neck go. Make a little space between your teeth. Feel your breath moving down into your chest and your belly. Just moving your whole body gently. Right leg heavy, left leg heavy. Feel the weight of your pelvis. And let all the big muscles of your legs and your thighs, and your groin and your buttocks just relax. Letting go and letting go and letting go. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to move your fingers and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. And stretching out and yawning a few times if you can. Taking some big, deep yawning breaths. Hugging your knees into your chest. Come over onto your left side. And pause there for a moment. And then roll all the way onto your right side. And slowly pressing in with your left hand, come up to sit. And one last time, you can just bring your hands to prayer mudra if you would like to use Shunya mudra. Just reminding you your middle finger goes down to the base of your thumb and your thumb comes over that middle knuckle of your middle finger. Resting your hands on your thighs. Shunya mudra is a mudra of emptiness, but it's also a mudra of fullness. So feel that fullness that happens when you empty out a little bit. Allowing you to choose what you fill up with. Feeling your kind heart. And your solid, strong body, mind, and spirit. Just bring your hands to your heart and bowing in. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me.